Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2021 horror thriller Like Dogs, a film that is written and directed by Randy Van Dyke, and it stars Annabelle Barrett, Ignacio Maciana, I hope I pronounced that right, Ryan Tran, and Shay Dennison. Now, this film essentially starts with a kidnapping. There is a young woman kidnapped and taken to what seemingly is an underground facility, chained up, and essentially treated like a dog, quite literally. She gets cattle prodded, she's thrown food down on the floor that essentially is slop. And this would all seem to be for some kind of experimental reason. To see how humans would react to this. There are others involved in the experiment. It's up to this young woman, Lisa, and another young man called Adam to try and team up and figure out what is going on. However, there is a wider conspiracy going on, and there may be more involved in this than we first realised. Now, without spoiling anything, that's really all I can say about the story here. Because this film, while low budget, is one of those low-budget films that uses every penny it's got and uses it quite effectively. I always appreciate that with low-budget films. It's quite cleverly structured and put together, this film, in a sense of we get some interesting characters that are pretty well written, if I'm honest, and delivered by competent actors throughout this film, which is always a real joy in low-budget films. Nothing takes you out of the experience more than poor performances and poorly written characters, and you get none of that here. It's all pretty nicely done. So I felt engaged throughout this film. I felt like, there was always something there holding my attention, which I really, really appreciated. This film, the less you know about it, the better, in a sense of it. Initially, about a quarter of the way in, there's like a twist or a reveal takes place that I actually made a note at the time saying, did that turn happen too quickly? Because I felt like it had kind of revealed from behind the curtain, and I thought, well, that's going to ruin it now. But in actual fact, it didn't. There was a 5-10 minute period where you were processing, this twist or turn or reveal it's just given to you, and then it kind of changes onto another level. It becomes something else, if you like, and you kind of know what's going on, but you just kind of like you're not sure why it's going on, or why this character is so obsessed with another character, and why they want this experiment to continue, so on and so forth. And I'm going to try to be really careful about what I say here because I don't want to spoil it. And then later on in the film, there's another reveal takes place, like another twist, if you like. I didn't see coming. It was quite subtly done. So you almost get like a couple of villains presented at the end of the film. One of them more traditional, like psycho type killer, and the other one a little bit more layered and complex, but still a pretty psychopathic character in many, many ways. But what I really liked is what they did with this character Lisa in this film, and it's a good performance by Annabelle Barrett. It's a really good performance, actually, because initially, you think you presented her in this one way at the beginning of the film, and again, I'm being really careful, and then you get this character gets new layers added to it as the film progresses. There are problems with the film in a sense of what it shows you at the beginning. When some of the reveals start taking place, you just kind of think, well, did that need to happen at the beginning the way they portrayed it? I'm not sure that's how it would have need to have been set up. And again, I'm being careful about what I say. And there's the motivation of one of the main characters, and again, I'm being very careful here. I didn't buy it. The motivation seemed pretty weak to me. And the motivation for one of the other bad guys, while pretty generic, I suppose, made more sense, in regards to a psychopathic character, his motivation sort of thing. So yeah, there are some issues with the film that I'm sure it's one of those films that you kind of pull at a thread, and the plot holes start revealing themselves. But still, I couldn't help but enjoy the film. Much of it feels like a psychological thriller, and then it turns more into a horror the last quarter of the film. I think that's fair to say. But yeah, it does well at what it's trying to do. Well, I'll be honest. When it first started, I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought it was one of those horrors that was treading old ground, sort of thing. Like torture porn type stuff. I thought that's the route it was going to go down, but it didn't really. It took an unexpected route, so I quite enjoyed it for that. So I'm actually going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I really appreciated it. It's low budget, but it does a lot with that budget. It's well written, it's well directed, and it's got good performances by all the cast, and it gives you a couple of little turns here and there to keep you interested. So that might be worth checking out, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you like this review. I will be back with plenty more content on the channel very, very soon.